How did we survive that dramatic scare? That match had me at the edge of my seat. It felt like a Champions League final, and I haven't felt like that since 2006. But I want to know what you think. And do you think that we got extremely lucky today? Did we manage to capitalize on a missed opportunity by Man City? Before I go any further, why don't you hit the subscribe button? Make sure you hit the notification bell. I always do watch alongs, post match reactions like this, and pre match predictions. But yes, the Brighton game. Let me just say it before everybody else says it, and I know what they're thinking. We played absolutely diabolical. I think the fact that we walked away with 1-0 is very, very lucky. Now, before you fans say, oh, give credits to this person. No, we played terrible. We absolutely played terrible. Brighton were turning up. Brighton from start to finish played well. I think personally that goal was lucky. It was a deflection through the legs of the goalkeeper, and yes, it went in. But what I'm trying to say to you is that throughout the match, I barely saw, in the second half, I think Havertz's shot was the only one that I remember happening. Trossard, aka Panda Eyes, mate, I don't know what's going on with that guy, but he's really starting to bomb blood. Now, I don't like saying, oh, he needs to go. I'll never say that on this channel. But he might need to go. His shooting, I just don't know what it is. It's just so terrible. Like, in places where you expect him to score, he doesn't. But in places where you don't expect him to score, he actually does it. And I think that's what's the most annoying thing. Brighton, I told you, it's going to be a game where we need to work really hard. And I was so right. I'd predicted 3-1, but it ended up being 1-0. Now, obviously, what the most important thing is the 3 points. But what did we learn from that? What did we learn from that game? I'll tell you what we learned. We learned that, again, the defence came to the rescue. We learned that Declan Rice is a pinnacle piece in that midfield. And we also learned that when you do rotation in midfield, it provides fresh legs and it provides composure to the point where you can see out the games. The last 2 games Arteta has played, with Norgard coming on as a sub, has been a victory. A against Chelsea and B against Brighton. So it's working. And this is something I've been crying out for so long in this season. And now the good thing is, amongst all this, is that Man City have dropped points. Man City did not manage to win today. And it was a perfect opportunity for us to capitalise and take on that 3 points, which we did. And I'm sure we can all agree, if this was Arsenal in the past, I don't think this would have happened. We've lost to Brighton away many times. But this time, it wasn't meant to be. Thankfully. And I think as well, with Arsenal, it's a stepping stone closer to that Prem title. Our next fixture is obviously Everton at home. I think it'll be a much easier game than what we had today. But slowly, these games that we're playing, we have to play like finals. And because we're playing like it's a final, I think that's what's getting us through that final third and getting the win. Man City can drop points, we can drop points, but I do think the title will be decided when we play against Man City in April. A lot can change from there. A lot can happen now. Injuries, suspensions, players returning, and that goes for both teams. But today was our day. And I think we need to enjoy it to the point where, I think a lot of fans writ us off. I was kind of a bit skeptical about this game. I did think that Arsenal might drop points. I'll be totally honest. I'm not going to sit there and say, no, we were going to do great. We were going to win. I said 3-1, but I said to you it's going to be very hard. But I didn't know it would be this hard. Minta, Baliba, fantastic players. Diego Gomez had his flashes here and there. But I'd say our attack was absolutely trash. Let's talk about a man in the match, Gabriel. He fully deserves it. He's probably the reason why we did not lose today. Declan Rice is also one of the reasons. And Hincapié played phenomenal again. Calafiori came on, which I haven't seen in a few games. And he managed to see out the game for us as well. I think the whole back line we need to thank them. Nottingham Forest, we need to thank them. And I think it's time to recognise that over the seasons, Arteta's recruited heavily into defence, and a lot of fans were, annoyed because we wanted attack. But is this finally the season where we need to, you know, hold our hands up and say Arteta was right? Because the defence right now is pulling us through. The least goals you concede, the more chance you have of winning the title, of course. But I'm not letting off the attack. The attack was lackluster. Eze, again, he gave some brilliance of gave some flashes of brilliance. He gave a lovely through ball to Saka, which he obviously couldn't capitalise. Unfortunately, wasn't his fault. But again, it's just there's something not missing, man. There's something missing. Havertz came on for Gyökeres. It seemed a bit more strategic in terms of Havertz picking off fouls, Havertz playing off the ball. Havertz even had a shot. Gyökeres didn't even have a shot. But I think the mix-up of Havertz and Gyökeres on the pitch, I think that can do serious damage. But it just all depends on the changes we make. But aside from the attacking changes, I think the Norgard one stands out most for me because it's made at the right time. And Arsenal have tired legs in the midfield around about that time, especially when you're pinned back. When you're pinned back, you're running left, right and centre. So it's important, very important, that you have fresh legs in midfield, because if you control the midfield, you control the game. So yeah, I'm just really happy that we won. I'm sure a lot of fans are as well. But obviously we have our FA Cup against Mansfield this weekend. I'll be doing a pre-match prediction for that. I won't be doing a watch-along for that. But I'll be back with our Champions League tie next week against Bayern Leverkusen. I want us to take it all. I think we can take it all. Wins like this make you believe as Arsenal fans that we can go all the way. So yeah, I just think Arsenal, they're almost there. They're almost there. And we can all agree that Arsenal are showing a different type of resilience this season compared to any other season. We came off 2 draws. I know I'm talking about the 2 draws and I'm rinsing it out. I get it. But it's just the way we come back. We've beaten Tottenham. We've beaten Chelsea. And we've beaten Brighton away. Those 3 games. Okay, Tottenham, whatever you say. Let's take Tottenham away. But Chelsea at home, Brighton away. Those are 2 tough fixtures, one after another. They're quite exhausting. Even playing Tottenham is quite exhausting because of all the tension, all the build-up. It's a North London derby. People love this. You don't want to let your rival win. Your rival's taking you for a mug because you just drew against Wolves. But then you've seen Wolves slap up Liverpool. But all these little things play a part. So I think Arsenal, the direction they're going in is fantastic. Can we carry it on? That's a different question. But we are showing the signs of champions right now because we're getting over the line with the 3 points. But yeah, that's where I'll leave it here. Thank you so much for listening. Make sure you subscribe. Thank you for all the people that watch for the watch along. And thank you for all the people that subscribe to our video. We appreciate it. We're trying to grow this channel. I also like to thank people for the engagement. And it's not just from Arsenal fans. It's from fans all over. Man United, Chelsea, Tottenham. We love it. But yes, till next time.